Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video day, and today the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Dallas Mavericks 107-99, and Luka Dončić has a amazing performance against his former team. Luka tonight had 19 points. Scoring wasn't good tonight, right? And that really hasn't been great for him in his time as a Laker. Besides the Denver game, he's played 4 games as a Laker, and that's this. Besides the Denver game, scoring and shooting has been a problem. 6 for 17 tonight, 1 for 7 from 3, was 6 for 8 at the free throw line, 19 points. That's not the story with him tonight. It's everything else he did. He led the team in rebounds tonight with 15 rebounds, and that was huge. And also, really, to be honest, that doesn't surprise me that he was so good rebounding tonight, because when the Lakers play small, Jackson Hayes is their center, and they're playing against this Dallas Mavericks team that really don't have a true center. Dwight Powell was playing tonight, and he was back. And he made his return. He had 5 rebounds tonight. Kessler Edwards has been playing at center for them, and he only had 3 rebounds tonight. He did play only 13 minutes, but they really don't have a true 5 right now with Gafford, Lively, and AD out. And so, with that being said, not having a true 5, having Luka, who's a great rebounder, and the Lakers not really having a true 5 either, I just felt like it was going to be a great night for Luka when it came to rebounding. But also, it was a big night for his facilitating. 12 assists, which means his first triple-double as a Los Angeles Laker is against the Dallas Mavericks. Had 80 in his time with the Dallas Mavericks, and his 81st triple-double is with the Lakers against the Mavs. So that is kind of incredible to think about. But I also think, sure, like I talked about, the scoring wasn't there for Luka. It really hasn't been in any of his games so far as a Laker besides the Denver game. But his rebounding was fantastic. His facilitating was fantastic. But I think the good thing I want to talk about that was I think what he did best tonight was his defense. This was something that, besides the weight problem that Dallas said he had, which I think look, I'm going to say this. I think Luka seriously had a really bad weight problem. He had gained way too much weight. But is that really a reason to trade a young star? No, it's not. If that was a reason to trade a young star, Zion Williamson would have been traded 2-3 years ago. It's not a reason. It's not hard to get an NBA player to lose weight. Now, maybe if he was refusing to do that, which I don't know, we don't know. Maybe it's more understandable, but the weight was one thing. Not wanting to pay him this huge amount of money, that's another thing. Those were two of the reasons why. But the third reason why it was listed that Luka was traded was because of his liability on defense. And I do agree with the fact that Luka was a liability on defense. But that doesn't change the fact that Luka went out there tonight and played some good defense. Luka tonight had 3 steals. He had 2 blocks. So he made an impact defensively for the Lakers tonight. It's when you see the Lakers playing the Mavericks. I've gotten used to Luka being with the Lakers. It took a couple games for me to get used to it, but it's hard to get used to when he's playing his former team. So when I see the Mavs right on the top of the screen, and I'm talking about Luka, I'm still picturing he's still a Mav. But yeah, he was great defensively tonight. I think obviously weight and contract was a big reason he got traded, but another reason was they wanted to be better defensively. And I'm not saying this was a good trade for the Mavs whatsoever, because it wasn't. But they do improve. They do improve defensively. They added in Max Christie, who's been just great defensively all season and so far with the Mavs, and AD. I know he hasn't been playing, but they did improve defensively. But they had a problem with Luka's defense. He showed them tonight, I can play some good defense. So, look, I thought he played a great game. Shooting wasn't there, like I said, but you don't have to have an amazing shooting game to have a good basketball game. Rebounding, facilitating. If we're talking about good things he did, out of 4 things that you want to do good in a basketball game, he did 3 of them great. Maybe one of them wasn't so good at all, but the other 3 categories he did great in, with rebounding, facilitating, and defense. So, great game for him. And I want to get to LeBron James next. How about this for LeBron? Only 11 points through 3 quarters, and he had 16 fourth quarter points. I would say this really surprised me that LeBron was so quiet in the third quarter and got so active in the fourth quarter, but it really doesn't, just because of the fact that about a week ago, I think it was a week ago. Yeah, it was 6 days ago, almost a week ago. Lakers played the Hornets. They lost to the Hornets. LeBron did finish with 26 points in the game against Charlotte, and he was not very good through three quarters whatsoever. Was really struggling. I think he had like 11 or 12 points through three quarters. And then final quarter comes. Yes, did they still lose the Hornets, which is pretty embarrassing. But he scored around 14, 15 points in the fourth quarter. So this is actually the second time he's done this in the last week, where he is absolutely quiet and not really productive at all through three quarters, and then gets really active and in the fourth quarter and puts up a lot of points. This is the first time the Lakers have got a win with it. I mean, they didn't win last time he did this against the Hornets, but they do today. And his fourth quarter was a big reason why they won. I mean, if you just remove half of the points that he had in the fourth quarter, this game goes to overtime. That shows you right there. But look, LeBron and Luka aren't the only two players on this Lakers team. Other guys affected this win tonight. It's Austin Reeves dropping 20 with 5 assists and 3 rebounds and going 3 for 8 from 3 and getting to the free throw line 8 times. Rui Hachimura had 15 points and 6 rebounds and 2 blocks and shot 6 for 12 from the floor. Or Jackson Hayes, who had 8 and 8 tonight. Or Dorian Finney-Smith, who played a great role defensively and rebounding with 2 steals, 1 block, and 8 rebounds. Or we can go to Jared Vanderbilt, who had 8 points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And you already know Jared Vanderbilt's going to play a big role defensively. Or you can go to Dalton Connett, who had 5 points tonight in 10 minutes, shooting 2 for 5. So great one for the Lakers tonight. I want to go over the Mavericks stats real quick tonight. You have Kyrie scoring 35 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. I already knew Kyrie Irving was going to go off in this game. Lakers put up some really bad numbers against point guards this season. They defensively, their numbers against point guards are terrible. So with the Kyrie, the Mavs being shorthanded, no AD, no Gafford, no Lively, and missing those guys. Also no Caleb Martin, who they recently acquired. So and then also knowing Kyrie had a really bad game on Sunday against the Warriors. You just knew Kyrie's going to, go out there, feel it tonight. He shot 12 for 27, 5 for 11 from 3. Not a very surprising 6 for 6 at the free throw line, since he's one of the best free throw shooters ever do it. At 35 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Great game for him tonight. Then we go to Klay Thompson, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. The one thing that I want to say is that it has to be so hard if you're Klay Thompson's dad. Michael Thompson does commentating for the Los Angeles Lakers. It has to be so hard to you used to play for this Los Angeles Lakers team, and then you get to the point where you're now doing broadcasting for the team, and your son is balling against the team. And Clay's done it before. He's been with the Warriors for years. He's had many good performances against this Lakers team. But he had a stretch where, he had like 10, 11 points in the third quarter. He was really, really getting hot in this game, and shot 5 for 10 from 3, 8 rebounds. So, and with the stretch that Klay had in that third quarter, the way he was playing, it looked like him and Kyrie were about to lead the Mavericks to a comeback win. Obviously, it didn't happen, but I know that has to be hard for Michael Thompson, Klay's dad, a former Laker and a current Laker broadcaster, to have to watch that. Because, you want to be a supportive father, but you want to support the team you're broadcasting and used to play for. I'm sure Del Curry has to feel this. Literally, the same thing literally happened tonight. This is crazy, actually. 2 things this thing happens twice tonight, because Del Curry, Steph and Seth's dad, calls games for Charlotte, where Seth now plays with Charlotte, and Steph just played the Hornets. So we have this happens twice in one night, where both Del Curry and Michael Thompson have to call games for their former teams that they used to play for, while their son goes up against that team with Klay and Steph. But yeah, great game from Klay. And Max Christie, former Laker. I mean, we talk about how what Luka wanted to prove to this Mavs team. What about Max Christie having wanted to prove something? He's played some really good basketball so far as a Mav. It doesn't mean that Dallas has won this trade, but I think he's been a really good part of this trade for Dallas. 10 points, 6 assists tonight, 4 for 13, 2 for 4 from 3. Great game for him. And so outside of that, PJ Washington, let's get to it. I don't want to spend too much time on him. He was horrific. Now, I thought, okay, you want to get, I guess this is, we got to treat PJ the same way we treated Luka. Rebounding, facilitating, defensive. Those were great for PJ Washington tonight. 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks. He did a great job with those 3 categories. But look, at least Luka scored. Luka had 19 points. PJ Washington shot 0 for 9 and 0 for 2 from 3. And there were some shots for PJ that he just shot like, why are you shooting these shots? These are some terrible shots. Some of his drives to the rim were just like throw up prayers like, I'm praying this ball goes in or I'm praying I get fouled. And so there were some really stupid shots that he took in this game that I think really hurt them. But off the bench, former Lakers Spencer Dinwiddie had 9 points and 3 assists. He looks great in this game. And Najee Marshall had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Sorry, two steals, 1 block. So let me know your thoughts on the Lakers 107-99 win in the comment section, and peace out.